confident, innovative, resourceful, creative ladies empowerment. Get ready. Get set for success.
Good afternoon on this Sunday evening. I am your host of today, Tanisha R. Atkins, and you are tuned in to Success Talk Sunday. So this is actually the first episode that we are kicking off this week on the Divas Incorporated. So I want to welcome you all to the show. Again, this is Success Talk on Sundays, and let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Tanisha R. Atkins, and I am the CEO and the president and the founder of Divas Incorporated, better known as the Confidence Headquarters. Yes, this is the Confidence Headquarters. Definitely on a mission to help get your mindset ready and set for success. So this is something new that we are doing here at Divas Incorporated. We have incorporated Success Talk Sundays. Now, I'm a part of this group called For Brilliant Business Women, and many of you may have tuned in to that show. We actually had it about a couple of weeks ago, and in that group is myself, Sheena Johnson, Ursula Hardeman, and Dominique Guilford. And so we meet up once every quarter together to kind of get together to empower you on your business journey. But also once a month, we all take turns and coming to you live on Sunday just to continue to bring that empowerment to you. So today, I am first up. I am kicking things off on today, but we'll talk a little bit more about that later. So today we're going to talk about doubt, and I titled this message today to trust your gut. And so today I'm just going to talk to you and give you a little history, tell you a little bit about my journey and how I got to where I am. I'm hoping to definitely encourage you that you too, no matter where you are on your journey, that you can still trust yourself. Like, you're not the unctions and things that you're getting, like those things are from God. And so that's what I want to talk about today, just trusting your gut. Let's talk about a little bit about confidence and how important confidence is to success. Confidence and success are like besties. Like, together, they are just, you can be dynamic and really achieve the things that you set out to achieve when you have your confidence level where it needs to be. Success is like right there, like just waiting on you. Because when you're confident, it's like nobody can tell you anything. Nobody can shake you. Nobody can come and get you off your journey and make you think, that you can't do it. So I'm going to ask those of you that are listening, before I kind of get started, to go ahead and share this, on your social media platforms with your lady friends who are in business and who may just need some inspiration this morning. All right. So we'll give y'all a few moments to go ahead and do that. All right. Okay. So I just also shared it on social media, so that way the link will be easy for you all to find. So what we're talking about today is trusting your gut and how to kick doubt out and trust your gut. So let's just keep it real today. Anytime you make a decision to do something, for most of us, we kind of ponder things in our mind and roll them back and forth. And, you kind of make up your mind, okay, I'm going to start the business. I'm going to get out here. I'm going to go for it. You better believe that just as soon as you make that decision, that doubt is going to come knocking at your door. That's just, I think doubt is such a, it will sabotage your dreams. Doubt and fear are also besties, just like success and confidence are besties. Doubt and fear are besties too, and they have a mission, and their mission is to stop you. Okay, that's what their mission is. So how? Let's go back. All right, so doubt and fear, they are besties. Both are designed to keep you from moving forward. That's all doubt really is to keep you from moving forward. Now, I have this thing at Divas Incorporated, and I always say, I preach this so much. that everything you need is already on the inside of you. Because I really believe that when God created us, He already put everything in there. Now, there are some things that you're not going to see right away because that goes back to the old statement saying, trust the process. So you really have to just keep walking and keep moving forward. But typically the way it works is you have this dream, you have an idea, you make up your mind, you say, okay, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to put myself out there. And so then doubt shows up. The way you respond to that doubt is going to determine your next course of action. So if that doubt comes in and that doubt say, hey, who do you think you are? This is how you know this is when doubt shows up. And usually the sad part about it is sometimes doubt will show up from a family member or someone close to you that you have decided to share your dreams with. And you thought, oh, this person was really going to be on board with me. So, and that's the main reason why you have to be careful about who you open up and share things with. You have to be careful and be mindful because you're all excited and already in like, oh my God, I have a brilliant idea. And as soon as you share with somebody, because really some people just be low key, a little jealous a little bit. Let's just keep it real. Pardon me. So you really just have to be mindful of who you sharing things with. And 9 times out of 10, when we get an idea, we always pick up the phone and call that favorite friend or that favorite cousin, or you might call your mom or you might call your dad. But understand that your circle has to be right, because even though those are your family members, sometimes family members come from a negative space because of things that they haven't resolved in their life. And so for them, maybe life has just been an open, flow of negativity. So that's not the kind of person you want to share your dreams with. Because immediately when you see that they are negative and respond to things in their own life that way, what makes you think they're going to respond to your news and be like, oh, yes, really? You have to keep it real like that. And I know you probably say, but that's my mom, or, that's my sister, or that's my cousin. And it shouldn't be like that. But you need to wake up and smell the coffee, because it is like that. People are not going to be happy for you, especially when they're sitting in a bunch of unhappiness. Okay, so just realize that. There may be someone who comes from a positive place, who is a go-getter, somebody who you see out there living it, doing it. You want to connect with those kind of people and share, because just that one thing, sharing it with that one person, then doubt has now destroyed everything. And now that what it really has done is set you back. Okay, so just, again, be mindful of who you share your dreams with. Okay, so that's number one. We're just talking about different ways that doubt will show up. Another way doubt will show up is you can doubt your own self. As soon as you make a decision or you get that idea, it's like you get this burst of energy like, oh my God, I have an amazing business idea. And then immediately your own thoughts will sabotage you. And that's why here at Divas Incorporated, that's why I'm on a mission to get your mindset ready and set for success. Because there's some work that you have to do on yourself before you start out on that journey to success. And when you fail to do that work on yourself, you're going to fail on that journey, because success takes work. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. It takes a lot of work. And I'm going to say 85% of that work has to be done on yourself, because there are things that you are going to encounter that you did not anticipate on this journey. And if your mindset is not set in an unstoppable state, you're going to quit. And so that's why you might get your mindset ready. But so going back to what I was saying, you can, sabotage your own self just because you have failed to prepare your mind. So as soon as you say, I'm going to do it, here comes the thoughts. Well, how you going to do it? You don't have no money. You don't have this. Don't you see all this debt you got? Every time nobody in your family ever made it. Those are doubt seeds. And so what you have to do in preparation, doing the work for yourself, you have to replace those thoughts with positive thoughts, positive affirmations, speaking over yourself, speaking into existence. You got to do that stuff before you set out on that journey. Let me say it this way. So imagine you going on a trip and you say, I'm going to go to Florida. You might wake up that morning with the idea, oh my God, I just feel like I'm supposed to be in Florida. If you do not, first of all, have everything you need clothes when you get there. The car is going to need gas. You need to make sure that, first of all, the condition of the car you're traveling in is up to point. So does the car need tires? Does the oil need changing? You have to take time and prepare things like that so that when you start out on your trip to go to Florida, you're successful, you're ready, and that when you do encounter a problem, and you may even want to have a spare tire in the car so that when you do encounter a problem, or should you, say you run over something and your tire is blown out, because you are already prepared, you already got a spare in the back. And you don't have to sit on the side of the road for hours and hours and hours waiting on somebody to show up and rescue you because you're already prepared. Somebody needs to get that nugget right there. So when you go on to Florida, you got everything packed, you got a flat tire, you already know how to change the flat because you've prepared for that as well. You see how it goes? The more prepared you are, you know what I'm saying, the quicker you're able to bounce back from stuff when it pops up. Oh, I got a flat tire. No problem. I'm ready. Get out, change the tire. Know what to do. Put the time, keep it rolling. So it's the same way with your dreams. You have to prepare your mindset for when that doubt is going to show up. And another way doubt will show up, because sometimes you'll present things to people. You've taken time, many hours and hours and hours, getting the thing ready, preparing this product or this service that you're going to launch, and then nobody's responding. Or you get negative feedback, because the world is full of negative people and not everybody is going to respond to you in a positive manner. Okay, so how you going to handle that if your mindset is not ready? Because that's a form of doubt too, because you'll begin to doubt yourself and say, well, I thought this was from God. This is supposed to work because this is from God, and it will work. It will work, but you still have to do the work on yourself. You still have to go back, because when those type of things arise, your mindset is supposed to say, okay, God, what have we learned about the word no? That it means next opportunity. Okay, so, okay, God, they told me no, that's not my door. I'm going to keep it moving. But that's not easy to face rejection. It's not easy, but when you're resilient and your mindset is set on, hey, I'm going to do this no matter what, I'm unstoppable, there's nothing that's going to stop me, you're going to take that no and you're going to keep it moving. So we just talking about doubt today and how to trust your gut and kick out doubt. Okay. All right. So let's talk about what doubt is. Now, what doubt is a feeling of uncertainty or a lack of conviction. Okay. Now you tell me how you're supposed to be successful in your business when you're moving forward with a doubt. Now, if doubt is classified as a feeling of uncertainty, who's gonna sign up with you for your services? Who's gonna buy your products when you're not even sure that you qualified to do it, or you're not even sure that you're supposed to be doing it? And I'm just giving y'all just a little success talk today, because I think these power conversations are necessary. Because we get stuck sometimes in business, and then we start thinking, well, maybe I wasn't supposed to do this. And it's not that. It's just, again, you know, trials and things are going to come. And during that time, you have to remember, you're still training. So you continue to train for what you believe in God for, and you continue to do the work on yourself. If it's not moving like you think it's supposed to move, just keep tweaking it. Just keep tweaking it, keep working it, keep recoming at it, stay at it. When you believe with all of your heart that this is what you're supposed to be doing, then you won't let nothing stop you. But maybe you're not sure. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe you doubt yourself because you're not sure you're supposed to be doing this. I would definitely recommend, if that is you, that you stop immediately and go have a serious conversation with God and ask God, am I supposed to be doing this? Because just because you have an idea doesn't mean it's a God idea. Just because you bake cookies good, God never told you to start a cookie company. Maybe God wants you to sit down and go be a teacher somewhere, but you discovered, well, everybody like my cookies and y'all have to catch these nuggets, because this is important conversations that we need to talk about for success, because there's too many of us just quitting in the middle of the journey. And it doesn't mean quit. Even if you discover, hey, I've been going down this journey and I just discovered this is not where I'm supposed to be. Now that requires you to still go back and have a conversation with God and to find out, okay, God, at Divas Incorporated, I'm all about success principles. Okay, so that's why you're going to hear me talk about God a lot. And if that's not your thing, then this is not the podcast for you, because that's what we're going to talk about. All right, so let's just talk about ways how you can keep doubt from sabotaging your dreams. First of all, you have to make a decision. You have to make a decision. And once you make the decision, you have to decide that there's no turning back. And if, in order for you to do that, again, your mindset got to be right. Your mindset got to be right. This is the direction that I am going in. And when doubt comes and say, who do you think you are? Your response is, this is the direction that I'm going in. It's like an automated response. You ever call one of these phones and you constantly like, operator, give me an operator. And they saying, please tell us what you're calling for. Give me an operator. Please tell us. See, they have made a decision that you're going to come through this virtual assistant before we transfer you somewhere. And that's how your mind has to be. This is the direction that I am going in. And then number 2, you have to realize that something greater is at work. This is God's plan. When you're on God's path and you're doing this because this is tied to your purpose and associated with your purpose, beyond a shadow of a doubt, first of all, this is God's plan. So I've made a decision that me and God are in agreement. Can you imagine what success would look like when you and God are in agreement and God don't have to fight with you about getting on the right journey where you're supposed to be? Instead of God being over here, you being over there, and God having to constantly send people in and out your life to try to get you back on that road. So imagine what that looks like when y'all are in agreement. There's nothing that can stop you, because now God like, yes, she got it. Now let's go. Now he can point and say, go this way, go that way, get that person, get this, because now your mindset and your heart is in agreement with his will. That's an unstoppable woman right there. So y'all might want to catch these nuggets. There's some pretty good nuggets today. So number 1, you make a decision. Number 2, you realize that something greater is at work. This is God's plan. And number 3, you just go with it. You just go with it and trust God. Trust your gut. Everything you need is on the inside of you. When he gives you those discernments and gives you those, hey, look over there. Stay in tune with God so that he can show you and he can point out. He will light up the path. He will light up your path and show you just as clear what you need to do. There is no doubting. The Bible says, there's a scripture that says that this is the confidence. This is the confidence that we have in him. So where does your confidence lie? Where is your confidence? Do you believe that he called you to do this, or don't you? You have to make that decision. Me and God are in agreement. I am going over to this other side. I'm going to Florida. If the tire gets on flat, I'm going to change the tire. And guess what? If that tire gets on flat, I'm confident enough to know that God going to send somebody to get me off this side of the road. And that's important to know that you have to know and trust that God got you. He going to rescue you. If it's something you're going through, if something happens on that journey, when things happen on that journey that you don't expect, your mindset has to say, oh no, I didn't see this, but God saw this coming. And I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that he got me. When your mindset is set like that, you are unstoppable. Nobody can tell you anything. Anything come up against you, you immediately recognize, oh, you're here to sabotage my dreams. But see, me and God in agreement already. Me and God has already made the decision that this is the direction that my life is supposed to go in. It's a wrap. It's nothing else to talk about. Okay? So we've talked about a lot today. We're going to wrap it on up. So we just talked about trusting your gut and kicking doubt out. Make a decision. Realize something greater is at work. Just go with it. Trust the process. And the last thing I want to say is, again, just be mindful of who you're sharing things with. Not everything is for everybody. Some things you just can't share. We already talked about that, so I'm not going to go back over that again. But You cannot share everything with everybody, people. You just cannot, okay? So that is going to be a wrap for today. For today's session, I hope that you heard something that blessed you and motivate you for success. Again, my name is Tanisha R. Atkins, and I am with Divas Incorporated. You can look me up on Facebook at Divas Incorporated. You can also connect with me on my personal page, Divas Incorporated. That is my business page. My personal page, Tanisha R. Atkins. And I also have a daily podcast that I do called Morning Coffee Podcast Show. So you can look me up there. I'm on Spreaker as well. And you can tune in every day there at 7:45 a.m. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in today. Again, leave me some feedback, so let me know if something has blessed you. If it's something you want us to talk about here on Success Sundays, just hit me up at incorporateddivas@gmail.com. Send me an email and let us know what topics you want us to cover. Now, starting in November, me and my girls, we're going to be switching out on Sundays, and we'll be taking turns, and, I will come back and give you more information about that. So I'll be here for all month long, every Sunday at 6 with another topic on success. And then starting next month, we'll begin to rotate out. Our next episode of the For Brilliant Business Women is scheduled for January. So be on the lookout for that. We'll be back together, talking to you about that, how to make a comeback. That's what we're going to talk about on the next episode of the For Brilliant Business Women. But thank you all so much for tuning in, and I hope you heard something that encouraged you today. Be sure to share and like us on Facebook. Join our group at the For Brilliant Business Women Roundtable Group. We would love to have you over in there. And this has been awesome today, and you all have a great day.